What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, Bum Nation. I see you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys like what you see, hit that sub button, give a like on the video, become part of Bum Nation. Alright, so we're gonna get right into today's video. We are talking about the NBA playoffs. We got 2 games tonight. We're gonna go with the first game, Boston versus Toronto. Alright. So Boston versus Toronto. Boston won 102-99. A little bit of controversy in this game, as with the foul calling. Nick Nurse had called out the officials then at the end of the game, but I just think the Raptors don't have enough to compete with the Celtics. Celtics just have too much right now in Tatum, Walker, and Brown, and Smart, who's playing like, I think he was at Oklahoma State, and he was the main dude there, so like kind of playing like how he was there. So Tatum had 34, 8, and 6. Smart had 19. He had 6 threes, and obviously he has great defense. So that just helps out even more. Walker has 17. Brown has 16. I mean, other than that, like other than these these guys who are carrying the Celtics, but it's obviously enough for them to carry the Celtics against these Raptors. Right now, they do lead the series 2-0. I still don't think it will be a sweep. I still got the Celtics winning. I don't think it will be a sweep, but these guys are just going to have to play better. Siakam, he had 17, 8, and 6. VanVleet had 19. Lowry only had 16. And Anunoby had 20 and 7. And then Ibaka had 17 off the bench. I mean, they're good numbers, but they need someone to step up even more. And right now, you can't have Anunoby just going and being your main scorer. But Lowry needs to step up. VanVleet, he did better. Siakam needs to play like the superstar that people want him to be, and not he's just another, yeah, he's an all-star, but okay. I mean, I don't see Boston really giving up the series right now. They're up 2-0. I don't see them blowing this. Like, they could, just because these are the defending champs, but they don't have Kawhi. So, therefore, they still have this series going for them. It's going to be a tough one for Toronto to try to come back from. To try to stop, because it's hard to try to stop Tatum, and then now you're going to deal with Smart hitting threes like that, and then Walker and Brown, which those two technically haven't even like gone off like that in this series yet, because it's only been 2 games. So Toronto needs somebody to step up really, really big. It has to be either Lowry, Siakam, or VanVleet. I mean, you guys everybody thought it was going to be nice and easy because of what they did to Brooklyn, but we all know the story with Brooklyn. They're missing a lot of their superstars. So I feel like Toronto got it easy, and now we're seeing who they're really going to be and who they are. Like, I mean, granted, they had a great season, but this could be a wrap. I still don't think it'll be a sweep. They could get 1, maybe 2, but I don't see them winning. I don't see them winning this series at all. Like, at all. But, and it's not like, I mean, they didn't lose bad. They fought better than the first game. So, like I said, there is a chance still. But easier said than done right now. Especially with Smart hitting threes like that. It's just going to be insane. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they can bounce back, the Raptors, and be able to make this a series. But yeah, we just have to wait and see. So they'll play Thursday. They will play Thursday for Game 3. If they go down 3-0, it's a wrap. That's it. It's over. There's no more. Might have to bust out whole broomstick and just. But we have to wait and see. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but the Celtics team is really, really good. Like, it's going to be hard for anybody that matches up with them. Only downfall to the Celtics right now is their bench. That's it. They have nobody off their bench except Smart, and Smart is actually playing really good right now. So we just have to wait and see what they do, and I still have Boston going to the Eastern Conference Finals. But Toronto needs to make this more competitive. They did, like I said, they played better today. They gotta keep it up. They gotta do it, and hopefully get some calls their way. I understand Nick Nurse was upset about the foul calling. I think Tatum went to the line like 14 times. I think that was more than what some of the players for the Raptors went to the line. So, I mean, can't blame everything on officiating. You know, things are gonna happen, but Toronto has to play better. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. Last game, Denver versus Utah. Oh man, this one wasn't as exciting as the last two games. You know, they completed a comeback. They came back from 3-1. They won the series 4-3. Congrats to the Denver Nuggets. They won 80-78. Jokic saved them with a last minute hook shot. I think with like 20 something seconds left, and he did it. Now they're going on to the next round to face the Clippers. Murray only has 17. He did get hurt. I think he like hurt his groin. He ran into like Ingles or something like that. Hopefully it's not too bad and he'll be able to play. He didn't have a great of a game. He only had 17. Jokic had 30 and 14. Jokic did his thing tonight. Porter's still struggling with 10. Mitchell had 22. He struggled as well, but he started to come alive in the third. But obviously this wasn't enough. Gobert had 19 and 18, and Clarkson was struggling again, and only had 10 points for the game. I mean, where does Denver Denver? So Denver goes against. So let's see, Denver goes against the LA Clippers. Now, it's a way harder defensive team than Utah. So Utah and let's see, so Utah, when they would defend the pick and roll, when Murray and Jokic did the pick and roll, they would switch, but they would get that mismatch, and that's what they wanted. That's not gonna happen with the Clippers. The Clippers, yes, they switch everything, but Murray's gonna have to play incredible again, and now with this injury, I don't know how severe it is that he can continue this for the next round. Granted, Jokic will be better because he'll be going against Zubac, who's kind of more of his speed than how Gobert was. Gobert was a little bit faster and things like that. So Porter needs to play way better. He just needs to. I think they need to implement Bobo into the mix this next series. Paul Millsap is just not getting it done. I don't think he's going to be able to do it against the Clippers. I say start Bobo, bring Millsap off the bench, and let him bang with Harrelson. Montrezl Harrell, my bad, not Harrelson. Montrezl Harrell. Let him bang with him because he comes off the bench too. So let them bang. You know what I mean? And I feel like that would be a way better matchup than I'd rather have Bobo guard. I think it's Morris is the 4 than Paul Millsap. I mean, granted, Paul Millsap could guard him, but I'd rather have Paul Millsap bang with Montrez than Bobo. But even though they don't even play Bobo, but I feel like they're gonna have to get deeper into their bench, and Bobo's name should be a big part of it. Granted, they probably won't play him, but I think they should. He did good in the scrimmages. Obviously, the scrimmages, but still. But Murray's gonna need help. Porter's gonna have to step up. Gary Harris is gonna have to. I know he just came back from injury, but he's gonna have to be better as well, because they need more scoring options than just Jokic and Murray. I mean, granted, we saw it work against the Clippers with Porzingis and Luka, but there was also other factors that came into it. So, like, Hardaway would have 20, Trey Burke would have like 22, Curry off the bench would have like 18. You see what I'm saying? Like, there was more contribution than just those two guys. Those two guys were the focus and the story, but you still had the surrounding cast helping them out. And that's what Denver lacks. And I don't think they'll do it against the Clippers. I think the Clippers could sweep them. I'll maybe give Denver 1. So 4-1 Clips. Clips go to the Western Conference Finals. And that's what I see that going from there. Yeah, and as far as Utah is good. They just got to get better defensively. I mean, even though they had like the reigning defensive player of the year, but like they just got to get better because they let Murray go off way too much. And they need more scoring options other than Donovan Mitchell. Like, Mike Conley did good, but I feel like they need one more piece to step up. I feel like Ingles didn't play as good as last year either. But Utah's still going to be good for the future with Donovan Mitchell. If Rudy Gobert stays there, he's in that dynamic duo. It's pretty good. But yeah, those were the two basketball games today. Uh, Pretty good games, competitive, close games. Nothing was a blowout, so that's good to see. We have two more basketball games tomorrow. We have the Heat versus the Bucks. Game two, Miami's up 1-0. I got Heat winning. I feel like Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, and all the boys gonna start hitting. We had so many wide open shots that we missed, and we still beat them. So now, if we hit our shots, it could be a wrap. It could be a wrap. But I don't want to disrespect the Bucks. I still got them winning at least one or two games. But I do have Miami winning the series, which means eventually they will meet the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. But we just gotta wait and see. And then we have Game 7 for the Houston Rockets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. I have OKC winning. I feel like they just want it more. Shai's gonna play better. Everybody's gonna play better. It's gonna be a competitive game. I don't see it being a blowout. Unless Russ actually starts to play better, then I see it going the same exact way. Russ hasn't been playing that great, so therefore, I think OKC can pull off the victory. I want OKC to win, but we just have to wait and see. Like that's gonna be a really good game. That's gonna be a game to watch. If any game should be watched tomorrow, it's definitely that one because it is a Game 7. That team will move on to face the Los Angeles Lakers, who are waiting for them. So, and that's not good because, well, it could be good and it could be bad because whoever plays them, they've been playing, they're warm compared to the Lakers, who have just been sitting. I mean, obviously they've been practicing and stuff, but game time situations they haven't been in for like a few days, maybe I think it's about a week almost. So yeah, I mean, playoffs is still going. Playoffs is still interesting. It's still competitive no matter what the teams are. Even if it's looking like a sweep, like for instance for the Boston Toronto game, these games are still going good. They're like neck and neck. Like the score was only 99 and 102, so these games are very close. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think the outcomes of these series will be, especially for tomorrow's game, like Heat versus Bucks? Who you got going to the Eastern Conference Finals? Who you got going to the Western Conference Finals? You guys, let me know. I appreciate you guys. You guys like what you see. Hit that like button. Bum Nation, we out.